are all the good men at? Seriously, where are you? I know you're out there, but you guys are like fucking unicorns and like so hard to find.
Again, ladies, if you know of where all the attractive men are, can you please let me know? Starting to wonder where they are. Like, where?
So I'm convinced that hot men only exist on the internet. Because I can't remember the last time I saw a hot man in real life.
Where are all the good men? We hear this time and time again on social media.
I'm not sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's...
Where are the gorgeous men at that have a fucking brain? Like, please. Being dead serious, I'm not even trying to be an asshole at all right now by saying this. I personally have never come across a drop-dead gorgeous man. Like, someone who you're just like, oh, damn, he is fine. That doesn't open their mouth and talk and immediately I get the ick. They're either just like not well-spoken, they're straight up fucking dumb, or arrogant. Every gorgeous guy I've met has had a really shitty personality. I really wish I could find a gorgeous, like, fine man who was so emotionally intelligent, who was well-spoken, who had a good personality, who wasn't so full of himself.
The reality is I'm 31 years old. I'm gonna be 32 in August. I don't know about y'all, but like I'm planning to live like to be like 105, which means like I still potentially have like 70 years of my life left. And so I always try to think about things that way when I'm upset about the fact that I haven't found my person, or that I'm not in my dream job, or I'm not living my dream lifestyle. Like, there's so much life to live. If I found my partner right now, like that would mean being with basically most likely the same person for the next 70 years of my life. So, you know, just relax, ladies. It's all gonna work out. We're gonna figure it out. It's just gonna happen later in life.
So I heard on TikTok that all the men that you're interested in are at Home Depot. So I'm here at Home Depot. I'm actually purchasing some items today. I don't see anybody who piques my interest, or anybody who wants to pay for my purchases. I'm at Home Depot, and I still don't see anybody.
I'm over here thinking like TikTok must be an all women's app, because where are the men? I'm ready to see some fine men. I ain't seen no fine men in a long time. In person, on apps. It's just always fine women. And I ain't got nothing against that, but I'm heterosexual. Where is the men?
As I am finding an insane amount of men messaging me, taking me on dates, doing everything, only to come to find out later that they have girlfriends. Like, is there an epidemic of men just cheating on women, taking girls on dates, and giving zero fucks? Because these men take me out in the city that their girlfriend lives in. And, like, I'm just, is this happening to anybody else? Like, I thought dating was supposed to be simple. You're single, I'm single, we go on a date. If we like each other, great. If we don't, bye. But, like, am I supposed to be asking every single guy now, like, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a situationship? Do you have a girl that you're talking to? Do you have an ex that you're still talking to? Like, is this the standard now?
I see a lot of people saying, just go to dinner by yourself, sit at the bar, read a book. Like, I have done that. I have zero problem being by myself. I love my alone time. I have never in my life had an issue with going to dinner by myself. I'll go sit at the bar by myself. I'll go to lunch. I'll go for a walk. I'll do anything by myself. Maybe I do need to smile more. And I feel like I do. Like, I'm nice. Like, I smile at strangers all the time. But maybe I just, like, am not doing it enough.
He's a 10. But he wakes up early to go to work, barely goes out, plays video games, has social anxiety, and sends memes to the same two friends. If you're this guy, Please marry me.
Please tell me who decided that you should be married before 30, especially as a woman. Like, I'm 29 and oh my god, like you talk to your mom, I don't know, an aunt want to talk to you anything, and they're like, it's time to get married. I don't know if it's a fertility thing and you are gonna be way fertile after 30. I know my mom says, and I just heard that you should be like young to raise kids and everything, but people are living up to like 90 and 100 and everything, so you are gonna grow up with your kids like regardless.
As someone who hasn't met their husband yet, I don't know if guys think this way. Also, excuse this weird shadow on my face. But I've been trying to get better about just like praying for my future husband and thinking about him like throughout the day, not in like an obsessive way. I used to think about him all the time, and I've really gotten better about just like giving it to God and it'll come when it comes. But I've been trying to be better about like specifically praying for him and like just divine protection over him, and like I hope that Jesus is just doing everything that he needs to do in him and me when the time is right. And I just had this moment because I was just kind of like praying for him and thinking about him, and I was just like, I wonder if God is just like sitting up in heaven and he knows exactly where I am over here and he knows exactly where like he is over here, and I wonder if we ever like think about each other or pray for each other at the same time, or like I'm just like, oh, like I hope he's well, and I hope he's like, hope she's well. And I just kind of like felt like God gave me like a bird's eye view of like his view, and it's like there's two people on the planet right now who have no idea that like the family they're gonna have one day and like the prayers that are being prayed for each other. And I just think that's kind of what God's teaching me right now of how to pray. He's training me of how to pray for him, because in marriage, so I've heard, it's healthy to pray, go to God before you even go to your spouse, and like pray for God to, just change their heart about things or change your heart about things and stuff. And so, I don't know, if anyone's like waiting for their person, remember to pray for
Hi guys, welcome back to Monday's edition on my channel. So on today's episode, these women have really spilled out a lot, and to be frank, I have one or two things to say about these videos. But since today's Monday, we don't have to even waste much time. We jump straight into the comment section and react to what men had to say. Our first comment says, women look at relationships from completely materialistic and opportunistic viewpoint. What is he going to give me? They don't actually fall in love the way that men do. I'm not even sure if women truly understand what it is like to be in love. Well, I feel like not all women are like this. He has a point. There are women who are materialistic and all they care about is what they are going to be receiving, not what they are going to be given. Doesn't matter how badly they want a man, they never stop seeing marriage as a path to a successful divorce. Ooh, okay. The fact that they record themselves for the internet and not realize that it is a massive red flag tells you what kind of emotionally stunted person they are. Ooh, okay, this is a bit harsh. These women are not looking for men, they are looking for sponsors. Okay. I want a relationship, but I'm kind of leaning toward the single life. It's relaxing. Ooh. If you look financially well off or you have good looks, you are never creepy. Well, some women are biased towards men who are good looking or have the money and all that. So I agree with this comment. They need to stop asking themselves, why won't he? And start asking themselves, why would he? Well, I think if most women start asking this kind of questions, then they'll be able to work on themselves and be able to attract the good men that they are looking for. Because how do you expect to get a good man for yourself when you aren't a good woman? Doesn't make sense. They are choosing partners based on their current mood and wondering why they are struggling. No cohabitation, no marriage, no divorce, no alimony, no child support. Results, happy life. This is definitely coming from a man. Is TikTok just a big dear diary platform for women? Well, I guess this is question for the gods.